You're listening to the E2C Network, podcast by Auburn fans for Auburn fans.
War Eagle Auburn fans, and welcome to TRAX, your source for Auburn track and field and cross-country news and discussion. I'm your host, Jessica Loomis, and I'm here with my husband and co-host, Kyle, to discuss two meets, the Tennessee Relays held in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the Joe Walker Invitational in Oxford, Mississippi. They were both from April, well, technically one was April 8th through the 10th, and the other was April 9th and 10th. But
details.
Here we
are.
are.
Speaking of details, before we talk about things, we need to discuss a little, podcast housekeeping here. I noticed you dropped the superlatives that you were adorning upon my presence whenever you announced me at the beginning of these episodes.
Oh,
did I do something?
Here is my fantastically wonderful, strong, handsome, amazing,
now you're just making
perfect
things up.
husband, Kyle.
I just noticed that, you'd been dropping some of those.
I didn't mean to drop them. I was just saying you were here.
Oh, well, thanks.
There was a lot of things I had to say, and I was trying to remember how to say it.
And so you dropped my superlatives.
Well, everybody knows you're amazing at this point.
Well, I don't know about that. There's probably a few people that are listening right now which can say otherwise.
Well, I never listened back to it, so it's all right.
Anyway, two meets to talk about, huh?
Two meets.
One at Ole Miss and one in Tennessee. It's called Tour de SAC.
That's not so bad. The Tour de SEC.
We went from literally almost one side of what would be the region for the Southeastern Conference in Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way over to Oxford, Mississippi. It's
You're not wrong.
Tennessee is pretty long, It stretches Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama.
Oh, it does?
This geography lesson.
I didn't know that.
Brought to you by Kyle.
The more you know.
Ding, ding. I don't know.
That's not the sound.
I don't know. I just tried to make up one in my head. It didn't work out. Sorry. All right. Great start.
Moving on. Why don't you start with some meet highlights since you've just derailed my show with your dealing?
Hey, look, you can get rid of me at any time,
No, the show is built around you.
Okay. All right. Meet highlights. And these are obviously condensed within. We have combined all of them, correct? So we're not going to split them up and talk about this one from this meet, this one from that meet. All right. Prior to this weekend, both the men and women were ranked 12th nationally by my favorite acronym of all time, the USTFCCCA.
Which stands for?
United States Track and Field and Cross Country Association. Something.
Cross country.
Collegiate Cross Country something.
There's a C and there's a C.
There's one of them C's in there.
But yes, you got most of it. 90%
Lots of things. Guys, come on, you got to get better at this. But 12th nationally, I don't know.
For both teams.
I know we've talked about women recently being ranked.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've talked about men and women ever being ranked together. Maybe like just breaking the top 25 before, but it doesn't feel like it.
I honestly don't even remember.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, this is a really exciting year for Auburn.
This is the year you need to be paying attention to track and field.
That's true.
I'll talk about some more highlights here. We've got Joyce Camelli. She made her outdoor appearance. So, I think she was warranting of a little bit of a break after her strong performance.
I was going to say, after her win and all the things.
All the things she did for us in indoor competition. So her first appearance, she broke the school record for the 1,500 meter at the Joe Walker Invitational. She beat the previous school record set by Presley Weems last week. Poor Presley. She had such a great week.
So here's the thing. I am super excited for Joyce. Do not get me wrong. I'm just a little bit bummed that Presley beats this 1,500 time. That was a record for the last 25 years or something? It was something insane. She beats it, holds the title for a week. Bam! Here comes Joyce Camelli. Let's just shatter that too. Now, to be fair, she beat it by 0.8 of a second.
Right.
So I really hope that there's going to be some really good competition between Joyce and Presley the rest of the season.
So she finished second overall, that being Joyce, with a time of 4 minutes, 13.5 seconds, and it's ranked third nationally. So let me set the table a little bit for this. So obviously we're used to Joyce winning. So for some people that aren't, just avid followers of this, that might be a little bit disappointing. But this is her first mark of outdoor competition. She's already ranked third in her time in this event, and she finished second at this event alone. This is a great starting point for her, and it shows you what to expect.
But it also shows you how high the competition was at this meet. So if she's ranked third nationally, obviously the person who won the race is ranked either first or second nationally.
And I'm willing to bet, and I know you hate this theory, so just go with me here.
Go.
Just go with me here. I understand that you hate it. But I'm not saying sandbagging is not the term I want to use. And I'm not saying that the athlete doesn't give their all every single time they go out there. But I would be shocked if there wasn't a little bit of a save, like an effort to save a little bit of yourself for later down the road. Like, don't get so discouraged if you don't get first this time because you're going to have some more races coming up.
No,
trust me, this is just the way I think about it.
That's the difference in a non-track and field athlete and a track and field athlete.
Well, dang. She just threw down the gauntlet right there.
Yes. So some more highlights before we get into all of the results. We just had a lot of wins that we kind of want to highlight real quick. Kyle Brown broke the freshman school record for Auburn in the men's hammer throw with a PR of 66.14 meters. Natasha Jordan won the heptathlon with a PR of 5,521 points.
Those numbers are tricky, man.
And
she leaves the tricky names for me. Alex Spiridonidis got a PR of 7,454 points in the decathlon.
Nope.
Decathlon.
Nope.
The tenalon.
Decathlon.
Kyle, get your life together. I criticized you for numbers, and now I can't get words together. Decathlon. I can't even do it now. Earning a silver medal. I'm going to keep moving while Jessica gathers herself.
Oh my gosh.
James Corson won the men's pole vault with a new outdoor PR of 5.35 meters, the number 2 best in Auburn history. That's awesome right there.
That is awesome. So Tyler Colbert and Nia Bitten Andrews placed first and then second in the women's 400-meter hurdles. Presley Weems earned a silver medal in the women's 800-meter. Eric Brown earned a bronze medal and a PR in the men's 800. And then Hope Igbenogany got a PR and a bronze medal in the 100-meter.
Love seeing the Igbenogany still here in Auburn. Also, we've got a few more to go through. Quindo Bernard, you always leave the hard ones for me. I knew exactly what you were doing.
I was just going till I saw a name I couldn't pronounce. And then,
but you got through Igbenogany, though.
Because now I know how to say that. I'm still not confident in Oquindo. So
I'm sure we're butchering, so I'm sorry, Oquindo. Please correct us if you can. Oquindo Bernard won the 110-meter hurdles with a PR of 14.23 seconds. Brandon Smiley won the 200-meter. And, of course, we wouldn't have an outdoor track and field meet without talking about Kylie Carter earning a silver medal, not of gold, but a silver medal in the women's javelin. Ashley Carter right behind her, as she's been all season, with that 3rd place in the same event.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of wins. And now you understand why Auburn was ranked previously both 12 men and women.
I'm excited to see if the rankings will change at all after this. So these results will be a little bit different just because, we talked about some athletes were at Joe Walker, some were at Tennessee Relays, so we'll do our best to try to differentiate between the two. So starting off with the men's 100-meter dash, this was at the Joe Walker Invitational. Brandon Smiley placed 5th out of 14 athletes with a time of 10.56. And then Brandon Smiley also competed in the 200-meter dash and placed first, like we said, out of 21 athletes with a time of 20.78 seconds.
Can we stop there for a second?
Yes, because I hope you're going to bring up the same point that I was about to.
He's dominant with 100 meters extra to run. Is that what you were going to talk about?
I was going to talk about how his time for the 200 is technically faster than his 100 time, because if you double his 100 time, it'd be slower than what he ran the 200 in.
I see the point you're trying to make. I don't think it works that way.
No, it definitely works that way.
But, okay, I'm just impressed that you add 100 meters onto his run and he, absolutely annihilates the competition.
That proves that this is his event.
So I guess maybe if you think about it, for Brandon, he maybe doesn't have the best break, off the block speed, but as he gets going, wow, you give him a little extra room and he will keep going. He's got the stamina to keep up that speed too. It's
been nice too because we've seen him, this is now his 3rd time competing in this event in outdoor, and he's improved literally every single time.
Absolutely. It's a great performance for him. The men's 1500 meter, we've got 3 competitors all at the Joe Walker. Silas Kipnijic with the, 75 competitors.
75! Can we just talk about that?
That's a big
75 fools decided to run the 1500 meter.
You always call these people fools.
They are fools! That is a lot of people running the 1500 meter. But anywho, go ahead.
So unfortunately our guys didn't place super high in this, but
there were 75 people.
But 75, they still did a lot better than some of these people. Silas got 59th out of 75 with a time of 3 minutes, 55.4 seconds. A little bit slower than what he did previously at 2 meets ago, I think is what it was. Jack Rogers got 60th out of 75 with a time of 3 minutes, 55.8. Very close behind Silas.
Yep.
And then Evan Rogers got 3 minutes, 58.4 seconds with a 67th place finish. Wow, that's a lot of people in that race.
An insane amount of people.
Still lots of people in this race. The men's 5,000 meter. Tommy McDonough got 11 out of 46 with 14 minutes, 16.1 seconds, followed by Ryan Kinane, 22 out of 46, 14 minutes, 33.2 seconds.
That's an insane amount of people that want to run distance.
It's a big meet.
Yes. So moving on to the men's 110-meter hurdles. We talked about this in our highlights. Oquindo Bernard placing first out of 7 athletes with 14.23 seconds.
And look how much he improved from his last run in this event.
He did have a time of 14.64, so yeah, 0.4 of a second faster. And I just want to point out, so apparently everybody at Joe Walker decided to be a distance runner. No, I'm saying a distance runner. 75 people competed in the 1,500 meter, only 7 compete in the hurdles. Either y'all have finally started to listen to me and understand that hurdles are from Satan just himself, or they realize that this is an event that not any athlete can do. It is very specialized, and you have to be extremely talented to be able to do hurdles.
Or maybe it's just not something that's very popular at this event.
No. It's from Satan.
It's from Satan.
And you have to be extremely talented to be able to hurdle. So, moving on to the men's 400-meter hurdles. Not even going to get on my soapbox about it.
You already did.
Caden Seal placed 3rd out of 8 with a time of 54.18 seconds, his fastest this season. And Sherwayne Allen, the first time we have seen him this season, which is really nice to talk about him again, placing 4th out of 8 athletes with a time of 55.62 seconds.
It's a small field, but both our guys finished in the top half of it and did pretty decently overall.
Yeah.
And a very frustrating event for you, nonetheless.
Definitely. So next we are moving on to some men's events that are from the Tennessee Relays.
And these are going to be some field type events. We got some jumping things first. The men's high jump, TJ Funches got 5th out of 11 competitors with a jump of 2 meters flat. And that is a little bit less than what he's done in the past. He's kind of slid a little bit back the past couple meets, but that doesn't mean he'll keep going that way. The pole vault, James Corson, we already talked about, winning the gold out of 7 competitors with his jump of 5.35 meters. Matthew Asplund got 5th out of 7th with a jump of 4.95 meters, which is a big improvement for him from his previous one.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey Auburn family, we're going to take a quick breather from this episode to bring you an important message. One of the most well-known things about Auburn fans is how loyal they are, and we show that loyalty by the colors that we wear. Let us help you stock up on those colors by going over to our tpublic.com store. There you'll find a variety of merchandise geared towards designs based on E2C Network and Auburn content. While TeePublic is known for their t-shirts, they have a wide selection of merchandise options for you to select one of these designs to be put on. They also have other types of apparel, stickers, mugs, and much more. Here's the beauty of it. Your purchase will help support this network and the content that we regularly produce. The purchase will also go to support independent artists who put a lot of hard work into designing these concepts, especially for you, the Auburn family. And did I mention that they regularly have sales? T-shirts for $13? You have to be kidding me. If you're ready to explore your purchase options, head on over to tpublic.com/store/E2C Network. You can also get there by going to our website at e2cnetwork.com/support. Now that you've got some options to suit up for game day, let's head back into this episode.
Now we've got, and technically not a jump, it's a vault, babe.
Now listen, we've had this
Vault.
debate before. No.
Men's shot put. We've got Adam Strauff.
We have had this debate before. You have to jump with the pole.
No, technically you vault.
But your feet have to spring you off the ground with the pole so that it is a jump.
No, it's a vault.
It is a jump.
It's a vault.
It's a jump and a vault. How about that? Can we compromise?
Somebody call us and tell us the real answer.
Look, this is, as I tell people when I pitch this show to people, it's a husband and wife bickering, so we're just going to have to find compromise.
There's no compromise between vault
in marriage,
and
there's
jump.
supposed to be compromise.
What's the difference between vault and a jump? What word comes
define
between
vault
those?
for me. Define vault for me.
You put a stick in the ground.
No, that is not.
And you vault up.
A vault would be a leap over something.
With your stick.
Usually with the aid of another utensil is what I'm calling it.
Right, because you can vault in gymnastics, that vault thing.
Which they don't use, they jump. They use a spring to get up on there. Yes, they do. So I win. I just won, y'all. This is
okay,
like
but also this isn't gymnastics, you ding dong.
You made the reference, not me.
But also, you're wrong.
You're draining, like you're going down that drain right now.
Somebody comment, because please, it is a vault, not a jump.
I think I won that one.
No, Kyle, you can't jump it.
Hey,
no, because if you can't...
You want to auger for that hole you're digging?
Listen to me. You can't get that high without the vault.
I didn't say you couldn't get that high, but you still have to jump.
No, therefore it is a vault.
It is a jump.
Kick rocks. Nobody
You
asked
even
you.
made the point of the gymnastics that it's still a jump. All right, anyway.
Men's shot put. Does anybody have a shot put? Because Kyle needs one to the belly.
Oh.
Adam Strauff placed 6th out of 16 athletes with a throw of 18.1
Excuse me, it's a put.
You know what? I'm going to put your mouth on silent mode. Men's hammer throw, 14 athletes. Kyle Brown placing first with a throw of 66.14 meters. Like we said, that is a PR for him. Eric Ebel placing 6th with a throw of 60.08 meters. And Kyle Moisen placing 8th with a throw of 59.41 meters.
Everybody improved from their last meet. I think I'm looking across very quickly. It's not the best mark for Eric.
But it's the best for both of the Kyles.
Yes, but he improved from his last one, which is what you want to see.
Yeah,
as we
absolutely.
Get closer and closer to the end of the season. All right, so men's javelin, do you have any critiques on what this actually is? A jump, a throw, a vault?
It's going to be a throw.
Men's javelin, Eric Ebel got 5th out of 14 competitors with a throw of 62.66 meters. Josh Wallace, 12th out of 14 with a throw of 56.17 meters. The men's discus, and I can finish out the men's for us here since we're almost done. Kyle Moisen, 9th out of 15 competitors with a throw of 49.51 meters. Now, the decathlon. I said it correctly that time.
I am so proud.
Not decathlon.
I don't even... Dectathlons.
I'm going to say it again. Decathlon.
Good job.
We had 3 competitors in this one. That's quite a bit there. So that's
Yeah.
times 3 times 10 would be 30.
Yeah, so...
Wow.
I had to take the easy way out. There was no way I could put all 30 events. I was like, we just have to do their points.
Don't ever do that. Yes.
I started to, and I was like, oh my god, this is going to take me 10 years.
But everybody here did pretty well. We got our second place finisher, Alex Sparadonidis, 7,454 points, followed up by David Edmondson, 7th, with 6,572 points. Close behind him, John Murray, 6,478 points.
With a 9th place finish.
That's a lot of events. Whew.
Can you imagine?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's real
tough.
tough.
It's a whole lot. So, moving on to the women, and now we're back at Joe Wheeler because we're back in the running events.
Joe Walker, honey.
Joe Walker, Joe Wheeler, Joe something with a W.
Bless her.
You could have just let it be.
No, I couldn't. Especially after you got the whole jumping thing wrong.
Oh, and especially how you got decathlon wrong.
Okay.
How'd you decathlon? Okay. Women's 100 meter. Hope Igbenogany placed 3rd out of 12 athletes with a time of 11.96, her best this season. And Sarah Little placing 7th with a time of 12.14, also her best this season. Then in the 200 meter dash, we also had Hope Igbenogany, and she placed 12th out of 21 athletes with a time of 24.94 seconds.
This is the first time we've seen her this season. I could have sworn we saw her in a different event.
We did.
Oh, wait, I'm looking.
We saw her at the second meet.
First time in this event.
In the 200 meter.
Yes.
Correct.
That's what I was like, I know we've talked about her previously, and I can't believe this is the first time we're seeing her. All right, the women's 400 meter dash, Jennifer Dietrich, 11th out of 19 with a run of 58.6 seconds. The women's 800 meter finals, we've got 5 competitors overall. We've got Presley Weems, who finished 2nd with a time of 2 minutes, 4.6 seconds. Lindsay Grenier. Hold on, Jessica's giving me the...
I tried to stop you.
Oh, okay. I got us fixed now. I mixed up the people here. So moving down, Faith Bett. We've got 29th place out of 39. 2 minutes, 12.8 seconds. And then Abby Zane, 31st out of 39 with 2 minutes, 13.5 seconds.
So we actually only had 3 competitors, not 5.
Hey, I got a little sidetracked there.
Clearly. So for the women's 1500, so only 43 competitors, not the 75 that were with the men, but still a ton of athletes. Joyce Camelli placed 2nd, getting that silver medal with a time of 4 minutes, 13.15 seconds. Samantha Rogers placing 34th in 4 minutes, 39.1 seconds. And Louisa McPherson placing 38th in 4 minutes, 50.4 seconds.
Can you just imagine a field of 42 athletes?
43.
That's why I tried to stop you. 42 athletes who come out there like, all right, we're going to have a great race today. And then suddenly, out of the mist, appears Joyce Camilli, the dominant one of indoor. And they're like, crap.
Literally.
Like, it's like, we all thought we had a shot at this today. And I mean, I know she got second place, but still. Like, I would.
Isn't that insane?
Yes.
She got second place.
In her first run.
Somebody beat her. Yeah. I didn't think that was possible.
And I still maintain, not that she's sandbagging. She's not. That she, I know, it's the only term I can use to, explain what's going on in my head. I'm sure she gave her best, but I would bet she still got more in the tank.
There's also more time to train, you ding-dong. You don't understand how track and field works.
I do. It's just the way I work. My mind works.
Well, you didn't run track and field, so you can kick rocks.
She's very mad at me for calling her out for the whole jumping thing still.
Yeah, because you were wrong. Women's 400-meter hurdles. Tyler Colbert placed first out of 9 athletes in 59.51 seconds. This is at the Tennessee Relays, obviously. Nia Benton-Andrews placing second in 60.26 seconds.
Here, I'll cover all the jumping events, even the vault, so Jessica doesn't have to get mad about that again. The women's high jump, Caroline Lawrence was second out of 14 for the silver medal. 1.79 meter jump for her. That's a little bit of an improvement from last time. Allison Tanner, 7th out of 14 with a jump of 1.65 meters. It's right in the middle of where she's been all season. The pole vault, Lexi Lionweber, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, 8th out of 14 with a jump, whatever, of 3.76 meters.
Why don't we just say it's a jump vault?
Jump vault. That's what I said earlier, and you got mad at me for saying that.
No, you didn't.
Oh, please, somebody rewind the tape. Please, somebody rewind the tape right now. Anyway, I'll finish this out. Women's long jump, Sarah Little, 6th out of 9 with a jump up 5.44
See,
meters.
now you wanted to say vault.
You messed me up a little bit.
Okay, the throwing events, dang, Kyle's favorite events. We had the women's shot put with Jocelyn Budwig placing 12th out of 26 athletes, 15.27 meters. And Tori McKinley placing 14th in 15.08 meters. That's her best this season. Then moving on to the women's discus, we had Jocelyn Budwig placing 6th out of 20 athletes in a throw of 51.19 meters, her best this season. Then Mara Hewalt placing 10th, 47.78 meters, and Tori McKinley throwing 42.89 meters for a 16th place finish, and that's her best this season.
Not a dominance of throwing events like we've seen to the ladies recently. We've still got a few more to go here.
Yeah.
But, right in the middle there, it's pretty good. I'm happy with that.
I'll finish out the heavy throwing of things. That way you can take javelin. How about that?
Yes.
So the women's hammer throw, I said the heavy throwing. The shot put, the discus, and the hammer throw. Those are all heavy things.
You got some weird definitions tonight.
Well, listen, I'm weak. Anything that's heavier than
I
a
would
pound.
bet that Kylie and Ashley and Alex, who we'll talk about in a second, will say that thing's not the lightest thing in the world they throw.
No, you're not wrong. But compared to a shot put, right?
Fair.
Everything's relative.
Fair.
So, women's hammer throw, we had Maddie Malone placing 4th out of 22 athletes with a throw of 65.5 meters. Jocelyn Budwig placing 9th in 55.3 meters. And Danielle Gregory placing 15th in 50.22 meters.
What's interesting is Maddie and Jocelyn both kind of topped out last week currently. They kind of dipped a little bit under their best, just barely on both accounts.
Just barely.
Danielle improved a little bit from the last time, but still in the middle is where she falls from all of her amounts that she's thrown this season.
Yeah.
All right, the javelin, where the action's at. Because who doesn't love to throw a giant stick in the air and just fling
Giant
it?
stick with a spear on the end.
Yes. I was trying to be less violent for the family show aspect, but yes, that's what
If
it is.
this is a family show, we need to quit arguing.
Fair point. Kylie Carter, silver medal, 13th competitors total, 54.27 meter throw. Ashley Carter right behind her in third, 49.98 meters was her throw. And then Alex Webb, 7th out of 13, 43.83 meters. That's the first time that we've seen Alex throw this season.
Yes, it is.
And then one more time, let's talk about the athlon elites, whatever I like to call them. The heptathlon, Natasha Jordan, she competed in 7 different events, got first. 5,521 total points. You know what? just in lieu of time, I'm not going to read through them all, but she competed in the 100-meter hurdles, the high jump, the shot put, the 200-meter, the long jump, the javelin throw, and the 800-meter. And you can go through that.
I was going to say, she placed first or second in every event except the 800-meter, and she placed fifth, which is exactly in the middle.
I think that's fair when you dominate everything else.
Exactly. She did phenomenal, and she deserved to win.
You know, honestly, we said this recently that we felt like we had the best meet ever. I think this one's kind of up there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not the best, but one of the best.
2 separate meets, though, so
True.
that is,
How about weekends?
There you go. Well, I'm hopeful that next weekend will be the best because we're back in Auburn for the War Eagle Invitational. Hopefully, Kyle will get to be there maybe for some of it.
Yep.
April 16th and 17th at the Hutzel-Rosen track.
So obviously, if you're listening to this after the point, you won't know. It's too late, obviously. But I am going to try to be there maybe a little bit both days. It depends on my schedule, but I hope that you guys will come out and find me. I'll be the guy like randomly taking pictures and stuff like that. I'll probably have my E2C Network shirt on. So don't be shy. Come up and please, I cannot stress this enough. 8A weekend is one of the best weekends if you are an Auburn fan, and take in more than just a football game. Go to the softball games if you can. Come to the track and field meets. Enjoy being in Auburn. And please don't take this season for granted. Come out to the track and field meet.
Definitely. Well, that's all we have for this edition of Tiger Tracks. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Before you get out of here, we want to remind you of a couple of things. Head over to e2cnetwork.com, our website where you can find everything that you'll ever need from us, podcasts, blogs, and even ways to help support the show. If you want to find individual episodes, you can download all of these on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play. So until we see you again, I want to remind you of one thing, that here at the network, we believe in Auburn and love it. The only question remains, do you?